Hi, everybody. Well, welcome back to the swamp, and a big warm welcome to Jean, SunPsychic Jean, who I absolutely adore and love to read with. And I learn something new every time. So you never know what I'm going
Thanks
to
for
get out
having
of it.
Thanks for having me back, Sherry, and thank you very much for hosting. You're the hostess with the mostest. She is always teaching me. I always ask Sherry about how she does this and how she does that. You really do share the wealth, that's for sure. And I know there's a lot of new YouTubers and new StreamYard people, and I wonder if we could have maybe like a little private powwow to share all the inside secrets.
That's a good idea. I was actually thinking about that. I had a new person on with me yesterday afternoon. Her name's Diane G. She's done some videos with Linda de Gonzalez. And she popped up in my feed one day, and I thought, "Oh, that's a new face." So I went and watched a couple of her videos, and I really liked her. So I emailed her and said, "Would you like to come on and let's read together and get some eyes on you?" And answered some of her questions that she had. And I mean, I look at it. If it hadn't been for all the people that reached out to me and helped me out in the beginning, I would still be sitting around twiddling my thumbs. Trying to figure out what do I do next. So I'm just trying to pay it forward. And last weekend I had another new person on Purple Moon Tarot, and she was real sweet. I like her, and I've got a few feelers out for a few others that I've seen to see if you would be interested to come on and read together. And I've contacted one gentleman who does a lot of astrology stuff. I thought, oh, that would be good to have an astrologist, to come on, because I know nothing about that. But he responded back and thanked me. He was very cordial about it. He said, "Thank you very much, but I don't do collaborations with anybody." And I thought,
Oh.
okay, that's cool. You didn't hurt my feelings. No big deal. And because some people just they're not comfortable doing that. I guess I don't know
Mm-hmm.
why, but
Mm-hmm.
go for it.
It all depends on how you start. If you start on your own, it's hard to break out into collaborations. And when you start out in collaborations, it's hard to break out on your own. It's just what you're used to. But
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. Um, Trying to say hello to everybody here. And okay, I think I've hit everybody. If y'all have a personal question or a mediumship question, um, please be a little bit more specific than just a general reading. A general reading on what? Are you looking at finances, at moving, at a relationship
Yeah.
with somebody? Just give me a clue as to what it is you're looking for. And
Mm-hmm.
if it's a mediumship question you have, please put in what all do you prefer, Jean?
Just the name and the relation.
The name and the relationship to the person. That
And
way,
if it's a pet, the name and the type of pet.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
there we go. That way it helps us be able to tune in faster. So
VIP Tarot Stash is here,
hey, Gerald, nice to see you.
driving and lurking.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I do that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
So
either working, or I catch a lot of Gerald's stuff, but he never sees me because I'm listening. I've got the earbud in, but I'm running all over the place in the office, so I don't even have time to go sit at the keyboard and say hello. I'm just listening. And
exactly. That's what I do too. These things are the best, and Sherry told me about these things. I bought
plugging
them.
mine in,
She,
so I got more earbud sets than I know what to do with because I burn them up so fast.
yeah. Terry Mullins says, I love that the collaborations help the community grow and mingle. And
Yep.
that's true. And not only that, but you learn about people. Like somebody told me that they found me on somebody else's channel. And then when they came to watch me, they found the whole rest of the community. And they're like, I came in from when I found you, like you just find each other. And it makes, finding your tribe and finding people that get along with and have, like a like-minded individual is really,
And
it's so
not every reader is going to be your cup of tea. You know, we're all a little different. I mean, yeah, basically we're doing the same thing, but we all kind of come at it a little differently. Some people only do personal or only do political. Some people like me do both, kind of mishmash whatever's happening. Some people prefer to stick to pre-sent questions. You know, you send your question in before the show, and
I
then that's where
know.
they go from. Other people, Jean and I both do this. We just pull it from the chat and try to get to as many people as we can. And so it just, everybody's a little different. Everybody reads differently. It's whatever your, resonates with you, I guess would be the best way to put it. There are some people that I watch a lot more than others, not because they're any better than anybody else, but just because I kind of resonate with the way they do it. And I know sometimes, like yesterday when I read with Diane, I got a lot of, I didn't even know you did personal readings. Like, yeah, I do personal readings. That's what I started out doing. I didn't go into the political readings until probably 6 months in. And that was because I kept getting invited by other readers who were doing political readings to come in and join them. And so I finally said, okay, why not? And so it's, either or for me. I don't really care. I'll answer anything my guides say is okay to answer. So they don't always give me an answer, but I try to just go with the flow on it. Jean is amazing at the mediumship. If I could be half as good as her, I would have it locked. I'm telling you, it's amazing.
I surprise myself sometimes, Sherry. I did a reading for a donkey recently, and it warmed my heart. I was just on with Mark the Spirit Whisperer, and I showed him the picture. Do you mind if I share the picture with your crowd here? Since I have it, and I keep it on my desktop so that we can see it, and I can share with everybody. This is Buck Wild, and he is a rescue donkey, and Carolyn, can't remember her last name, but she asked me to do a reading. This donkey has passed over, and she asked me to get a reading from him. And she said that he was attacked by a pack of wild coyotes, and his ears were all chewed off and had to be repaired. And she rescued him and nursed him back to health, or nursed him and brought him, there. Oh, geez. Oh, you're so sweet, Tara Stash. And so this is the actual donkey. It's Buck Wild, and you can see his ears are a little mangled there. But I said, I could feel his heart. He said that Carolyn laughed at him instead of being mad. Like if he knocked over his whole feed bin or whatever and knocked it over, instead of getting mad and hollering at the donkey, she laughed because it was like comical and silly, and then she would say, come here, Buck, and she would like rub him behind his ears and give him little kisses and tell him how cute he was. And Buck Wild said that he loved Carolyn because she showed him affection. He said he didn't have that where he was before. Nobody even recognized him as a feeling being, and Carolyn loved him. And
a lot of people don't realize just how attached animals get to us and how much they depend upon us loving on them. Because animals basically give unconditional love to us when most people don't realize it. Or they think of, a donkey and they think, oh, it's just a work animal. Well, he has feelings.
I know.
Emotions. He wants to be loved on too,
So she was so moved that she sent me this picture and said, I just want you to have this. So I've been showing everybody I know. And
it's wonderful. And I love the reflection in the glass.
Well, he did too. That's why he did that, because he wanted to see himself.
It looks like the reflection is looking straight out at the camera,
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Like he's looking right at us, or right at the person taking the picture, just because of the angle and the way it hits. And the actual donkey, his face, the side of his face looks kind of puffy and swollen. But in the glass, It's thinner. Like
Oh,
this is how he
yes.
wants to. This is how he wants to appear. He
Yeah.
wants
Oh
to
my
appear
gosh.
That's what I got off of it.
Yeah. We're going
But
to get
yeah,
you doing
tarot.
animal. Mhm.
I agree with you here because when I read with Jean, my mediumship abilities go sky high, and other times I'm like, damn it, I can't get it to work today.
Yep, this I'm telling you, and this is the richness, this is the love, and it's not just from your pets, it's from your loved ones too. And the
Yeah.
messages that they send and the information that they share is sometimes it's the first time I'm hearing it too, and it makes it so much more special. And
Yeah.
it is really just such a privilege to be able to communicate with your loved ones and your pets, and just even blending with your energy and helping you out in your everyday
Oh
life.
gosh, I come home now in the evenings because I mean I've always when I come home the animals all come out. Mimi's home is what I hear the guys say, and they all come running to say hey to me. But since the kittens came along, it's like I get home, I put all my stuff down, and then I go sit down in my son's room and just sit on the bed, and they're crawling all over me, and and just cutting up and want to eat my toes and that kind of stuff. And one of them chewed my sandals into I super glued it back. I hope it'll stick. But I'm like,
The cat chewed it. The
yeah,
cat.
the kittens chewed one
Oh,
of the straps that come under. Evidently, they were playing and pulling and gnawing on it, and it broke right off. And
oh,
I'm
okay.
like, gee, thanks, guys. Those were new.
Oh
So, oh well, cheapy China stuff. I got it on Temu. What can I say? Um, but I mean, it's like when I come home and I go sitting there with them for 10 or 15 minutes and just the way they jump and play and run and they're not really running yet. They're more like the hop type things that kittens will do, and they hop all over and they sneak attack each other and they do it to the dog. And uh, my
that poor
son's
dog.
the little dog, and he just rolls over and looks at him like, "Go away." They managed to kick him out of his bed. They took over his dog bed, so
Oh my gosh.
he can't lay in his bed anymore. And
He's outnumbered, that's why.
if he goes to lay down in his bed, then they come crawl up with him, and then he gets all, like go away. So, but it's like at the end of the day, and I come home and I spend 15 minutes or so with him, and it completely like washes away my day, so that I feel refreshed for the evening. Just because they're just so adorable at that age. And of course, my mama cat, Minu, my baby, she got fixed yesterday. So today has been in and out, in and out, in and out of the bedroom to the point where we're like driving both of us crazy and meowing because she's just, she's kind of sore and tender and she doesn't want the kittens around her. And so at least she wasn't nursing anymore, although they still try to go nurse. And she boots them across the room. Like, no, go eat your food. So, but yeah, it's a lot of fun to spend time with him. Um, it just makes me smile. So it's a nice way to kind of
Oh,
end the day.
Anita said she used to raise kittens and bunnies at the same time. Boy, you must have had such a high vibration.
Oh my gosh. Yes. I mean, that would be, that would be, exhausting as well as exhilarating all at the same time. And, all righty then. Well, we've got quite a few already in the question, and I'm going to go ahead. We've got 14 lined up. We're going to try to get to everybody, but mods, if you will help me keep aware, we're going to close questions now because I know we're not going to get to all the ones we have, although we're going to do our best to do that. All right. And then this way, mods, if anybody comes in after this, hey, Scott. And Scott Scorpio's here.
Hey, Scott. How are you?
We haven't read in a while, Scott. We need to get together again.
Oh, he's fabulous. He's really honed his skills for sure.
Yeah,
Whoa. And the diversity in his decks, and he reads all the, I mean, I'm sure some decks are more pulled more towards him than others, but he still has like 10 decks all at once when he's reading. It's
yeah.
amazing.
I have certain decks that are just for political readings. And then I have other decks that I use for personal readings. And it's like the decks tell me as I start using them which questions they want to answer. And it's like if I use the wrong kind of deck, it will give me just weird, no nonsense, it just doesn't make any sense answers. And so, but I've got two new ones that I'm using today. Um,
I think I'm going to need to take a class or hang out with Scott a little bit more.
Connections Oracle and Neptune Moon. These
I
are
have I have decks. I'm telling you, I just don't use them. I use them at home. I use them for myself. I use them for my family, but I don't use them on here. I just something like I don't know. But I love them. And so many people, even at the shows, when I go to the shows, Sherry, they sit down and they're like, "So you're a psychic medium?" I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Well, what kind of cards do you use?" Like they're looking all over. I said, "I don't use cards," and they're like, "Oh." Like they want the cards, they want to see, they want the
yeah,
proof of what I'm reading, you know.
yeah,
So
yep. I get that, or I'll get the opposite of, "Oh, you're using cards," and I'm like, "Well, I always use." Well, most of the time I use cards. I said sometimes the answer is just boom right there, and I don't have to pick up the card. I said, but a lot of times the cards will just kind of point me in the direction they want me to go in if there's nothing definitive being asked, and or they'll kind of fine tune what my answer is depending. And so it's like sometimes I'm using my uh, pendulum, sometimes the cards. A couple of times I've tried my dowsing rods. I'm still trying to get a grip on using those, and sometimes it just is there. It just comes, and I don't have to think about it. So all right. So just to let y'all, uh, okay. First up is Jackie B. Next will be Anita K. And Shirley Merson are the next two. Okay. So y'all be ready. And Jackie, what can I look forward to the rest of this month?
and I see Jackie B there. Can you let us know, Jackie, sort of um, regarding your spiritual development, regarding your family, regarding your car? Like, tell us like a little bit of like the subject of what type of reading, you know?
Yeah.
Thank you, Jackie Jacaranda.
Just a little bit more specific. Hey, Jackie. Jackie Macaran. You know who you are. I can't ever get your last name out of my mouth. I don't know why. Um, from her guides. Okay. Well, let's see what we get here. Oh, she's been to 2 funerals this month. I think that's what's
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
okay.
That gives
That
us,
helps. Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Well, I got slow down, take more time to smell the flowers. What you got? You got flowers and snails and all kinds of things here on the picture, but just slow time and take a little more time on things. 2 funerals in a month kind of lets you know we're not infallible. We don't live forever. Um, and that can bring up a lot of questions spiritually for yourself. What is what? What is what? And And the other card I drew for you says unpredictable.
Mm.
And it says different approach. So you don't have to go at everything the same exact way. Just spend a little more time with your guides and ancestors and then go with what they pull you towards.
Yeah. And are you finished there? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay. And I think I didn't want to step on you. What I'm feeling is that you will have an opportunity to laugh out loud, and it'll be quite cathartic, and it might turn into tears because of the, you needing just to release and allow yourself to have those moments, even if it was like a friend's spouse or something. Like, even though you think, well, I shouldn't be this upset about this, or it is reminding us that our time here on earth is fleeting, and how precious life is. And if we can remind ourselves to show gratitude or to express gratitude for the reminders and the ability to have these strong emotions. When you laugh out loud and it turns into a cry, it's almost like easing you into it, but it is an expression that comes from the soul. It is it's really a beautiful expression, and it's not right or wrong, good or bad, whether you love them a lot or love them a little. It's about you expressing the feelings that are coming from that situation. And sometimes it's not only that situation, but it was from your own mother or your own, grandmother, or, it all sort of piles together. So especially when you have two in 1 month, it almost feels like, can my heart take anymore? And you have that lump in your throat, and will I ever be happy again? And what am I going to do? Everybody seems to be going through this really huge change. And in that same respect, your loved ones are thanking you for honoring them. And, during their transition, it does sometimes take a little while for them to come back around and to communicate with us. But it's also beautiful to know that connection, that soul connection that we have with them is lives forever. That soul connection that we have with that person lives on forever. That never dies. So, and we, never die, but not really. So, Sherry, did you see that I left for you up there near the comments? And Scotty Scott, Jackie B, Anita K, Buddy Byrne, Brigitte, Annie Berger. So nice to see everybody. Oh, Marine is here. Acadian is here.
Yeah, Acadian's been doing our modding for us. So until she got some help in the chat. So yeah, we've got a pretty good little crew. And again, like I said, if we're not able to get to you, you can come back tonight at 10 o'clock Central, the slumber party, where we answer everybody.
Saturday night.
Saturday night. All right. Anita, you are up next, followed by Shirley Merson and Acadian Proud. So one's a donation and one is a member, and Anita is a member. So that's a microwave to Mexico. That's a pendulum question. Will Anita K move to Mexico before next spring? Getting a yes. Will they move to Mexico in September 2025? Nope. Will they move to Mexico in October 2025? Nope. In December? Nope. Will they move in January 2026? Oh, we're circling in February of 2026. I'm getting a yes for February, so January, February time frame. So
I'm actually getting the exact same thing. When you were asking, I was swinging my pendulum, and I got that. I feel like you're going to go there one more time before you actually move, and then when you do move, your whatever your target is, that's when you will. So I do see that for you, and good for you. And you can look up all of our friends, because there's a lot of friends down there, and it's.
It's in our community that have moved down to Mexico. So it's a lot cheaper than living here, from what I understand.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be a good thing, especially if you speak the language there. It makes it a lot easier to transition. Although most Mexican cities have pretty fluent English speakers intermingled, but it kind of helps if you know what to say and know what they're saying. It just makes it smoother. All right, Anita, I hope that helps.
Thank you, Anita.
Shirley Merson is next. Thank you for the donation. Oh, okay, I thought you were asking a question. You were just making a statement. That's cool.
I think she is asking for angels to give guidance. So she wants an angel message.
Gotcha. I was looking at that. I was just starting to reread it when you said that. I was like, maybe no, wait. Let's see.
I'm getting like it's a labor of love, Shirley, and there is balance, but I feel as though where there is need. And there's also perhaps fine-tuning your technique, and sort of finding techniques that will reaffirm you as a conduit, and not that it's your energy. So, for instance, if there is a meditation, instead of you going through the meditation with them and exhausting your breath and your energy by repeating it, maybe you can have it recorded and you can listen to it together to get them to the place where you need to begin the healing. These little tweaks of preserving your energy, yet still using your energy, and incorporating it. So I do see something like this coming through. We are hollow bone, but sometimes even with that energy or frequency coming through us, make sure that you, obviously you work with your angels, but make sure that you have somebody standing in around your energy, over your energy. So when you're pulling out some negative energy or transmuting some negative energy, that there's no way that would, go anywhere else other than your intended. And typically, we call on the archangels and to help us transmute that. But they're saying that you will find this, and they're saying that you want to sort of heal it all. And they're saying just the most important, the most crucial energy is what is important to focus on. And it's admirable that you want to heal everything about somebody. And if they have one or two, that's one thing. But there's a reason why they've had all of these things their entire life, because it's part of their lesson too. We can't just heal everything. So it's important for you to ask for guidance as to which one is the most important one, and then perhaps offer the opportunity to come back in a couple of months. But yeah, that's what I got. Good energy there, Shirley. Good for you. Wow. How about you, Miss Sherry?
The first thing I pulled was Neptune Moon, Illusions Dissolve. So that is just any kind of when I'm feeling like any kind of wayward thoughts or just things that don't make a lot of sense to you, your guides are just simply saying, let it go. Just let it dissolve away. You don't need to worry about it. If you needed to know something specific, then they would show you something specific. And then I got Whispered Realms, Subtle Transmissions. So this is just in your time with your guides. They're going to give you the messages that you need in the moment to help you move forward. With the Whispered Realms part of it, I'm feeling like they're trying to tell you to back off so much from burning that candle to just spending a little extra time with them to recharge yourself. Because if you're not grounded and charged up, then you're not able to help others. And in the job that you're doing, that's something that requires a lot of your personal energy. So it's real important to make sure you take the proper time to take care of yourself in the process. And that helps you be more open to what it is that they're wanting you to know. And yeah, they're just saying take a little more time, me time, so you're charged up and ready to go. That's what I'm getting the strongest on. Okay, let's see. Acadian Proud is next, followed by Jade Flowers will be after Acadian Proud here. So, and then from there, Karina Moruzan. I guess I said that right. I'm sorry if I butchered that, but I try. Okay. Work is getting intense. Yes. Acadian. I heard yes, like they were yelling it at the top of their lungs.
You know, Acadian, I feel as though for some reason, you need to test your own strength. And knowing that this is out of your hands and not directly affected by you, like there's nothing you can do about it. You know, you can warn others and sort of lay low, but it's almost like you're watching things outside of you. And I've actually had somebody else earlier today say that you know, this is crashing down, this one's, you know, has a funeral, and this one's in the hospital. And it's sort of like there's things that are sort of breaking down around us, but we're the calm in the storm. We're the witness to it all. We are the ones who, you know, it's not directly affecting us, but it's hard to watch and it's hard to live in that atmosphere. But so I feel as though this is something for you to witness, for you to gain knowledge and understanding from. But again, you need to make sure you're taking care of your own mental health. And if it is, you're the only one that knows when that cutoff point is. But it's not going to, I don't feel like it's going to affect you directly for some reason. I feel like you're the calm in the storm, and that these things are happening around you for you to be able to witness and to be able to I just feel like you are the light in the darkness. Yep. She said, I am learning to distance myself and figure out what's mine and what's out of my control. And it's as simple as that. What lesson am I learning? What is this situation teaching me? What could I possibly learn from this situation? And and being curious really does help to keep things in perspective. How about you, Miss Sherry?
We're gonna attempt this. They're still going. Our upstairs neighbors are moving. They had a freezer that won't fit in their new place, and so they gave it to us. He just came and knocked on the doors. I got a freezer for you. Of course, the dogs are going nuts now. First thing I got was building blocks. So again, this is from what little bit I could hear Jean say. Most of it was drowned out. It's time for you to take actions on what you've been building on and working towards for the past little while. I know we've talked about this before. So it's time to start implementing everything that you've been kind of working on and thinking about. And then the other thing I got was rhythm cycles, and just says go with the flow. So you just kind of got to follow. You'll know when it's time for you to be, I'm done with this, and you walk away. And so that's just follow your gut when it comes to that. Your intuition's going to tell you when it's time to go. And that helps. Karina, you are next, followed by Candi B. So, can you give me a message from my mom? Okay. I'm going to mute while I draw.
Karina, would you tell me your mom's first name? I have a feeling it's Karina as well. But what is your mom's first name? I also need, okay. Oh, Ruth. Good. Okay. Thank you. That's a really, that's a ancient name. Where's that? So, Karina, she wants you to know that she's right beside you. She knows that you think of her often, and she wants you to know that she is communicating with you. She wants you to know that those little pings, those little bursts of inspiration, and those little gut instincts are her nudging you. And she's saying she does not want to interfere. She does not want to breach your free will, and she wants to be respectful to your, your life, your privacy. But she's saying that all you need to do is to call on her, ask her for advice, ask her to show you the way, ask her to talk to you when you lay your head on the pillow at night, ask her to come and visit you in your dreams. She's saying she is there, but she doesn't want to interfere. And I know that you say it's my mom. But it's important for you to remind her and to ask her and to allow. Just say, send me a sign, send me dimes, send me butterflies, send me whatever it is that you want or whatever it is that you choose. It'll give her a direction, because I do feel as though she's already sort of like guiding you, and you may not know that it's from her. I think you know that you're feeling like you're being guided, but you don't know it's from her. So if you want something specific from her, tell her that you want to see the name Ruth and see how many people you bump into with the name Ruth, or something on the side of a truck, Ruth dry cleaning, or whatever it is, because that's such a impactful name for me. And something like this, like, Mom, I believe you. I know that you're here, but I would really appreciate some validation. It would help me to know that what I'm feeling is truly you, She also wants you to know that she is safe and at peace, and that she is, I do see her like almost glowing, like there's like a little bit of a silhouette around her that she's glowing, and in her light body, perhaps she's telling me, but she is sort of revitalized and doing well, and so very joyful. The joy and the love. So whatever it was that assisted in her passing is no longer even a thought in her mind, that she is fully healed and recovered, and in her best energy, in her best form, is what she wants to say. That was neat. How about you, Sherry? And you are muted, just to remind you.
Oh, am I still muted? I thought I had unmuted. Oh, no, now you're muted.
Yeah, I am. I do that just to help
Y'all
out.
can hear me? Okay.
Yes.
All right. The first message I got for you was adapting. You're going through some difficult things at the moment. I don't know what those are. They're not telling me that, but it's a difficult time. There's an adjustment period. So you have to learn to kind of adapt what you're doing, what you're saying, how you're responding to things until you get used to whatever it is you're going through, or until it's worked out and it goes away. And then I got from Gemini Spirit, calm. And it just talks about your mind feels kind of scattered right now. And it says lungs breathing. So that's telling you to take a deep breath. Take a deep breath, count to 10. Then take another deep breath and count to 10. And just anytime you start feeling yourself almost like you're going to hyperventilate, or that you can't get air in, take that deep breath, count to 10, and let it just kind of slow everything down a little bit. And as you calm yourself down, then you will be able to hear better what it is that they want you to do as far as your guides. And you'll hear your mom's voice that much clearer of what she's trying to help you with. Because she's trying to help you get through all of this, whatever is going on. She doesn't want you to feel overwhelmed or unappreciated. And so she's trying to get that across to you, that she appreciates you. She knows how hard you work. You just need to calm your inner thoughts down. Take that deep breath, 5 minutes to go meditate in outside somewhere, go take a walk, or go sit under a tree or something like that. Just anything to unplug. Get away from the electronics, get away from the phone, just go unplug for 5 or 10 minutes. And it's amazing what that can do for you. Trust me, I know. I know with myself, it really helps just to take that 5 or 10 minutes and unplug from everything. So I hope that helps. Okay, Candi B, you're up. Brigitte Jolmzing, you're next. Brigitte, I'm sorry, I'm sure I mispronounced your last name, so you know who you are, so we should be okay.
You're welcome, Karina. Thanks for asking.
Welcome.
Candi B. I had a dream about holding a talisman to my heart, and it was emitting green, warm, almost stinging light towards my heart. Any messages from Spirit about that? Well, it sounds like you're getting upgrades and light codes while you're sleeping. Our consciousness does travel to other realms, and I feel as though you're receiving an upgrade or a download or a light code. I don't know what you want to call it, and or a healing. I feel as though you may have been sort of asking for some assistance, and I feel like this is assistance responding. I feel like that the situation about the dream may not have been exactly what was going on, but I think that it gave you that scenario in order for you to be okay with the green light moving to your heart. Now, you do know that the heart chakra is green. Green is the heart chakra. So, and this green light is almost like reviving, renewing, aligning, activating this heart chakra for yourself. And I do feel like, you know, that I just feel like you weren't really, not that you weren't, but it's not really about holding the talisman. It's not really, what it is about is that you, somewhere in your dream, in your consciousness, you were receiving in your energy body light into your heart chakra. And that they gave you that scenario to think about, to almost like make sense of it. You know what I mean? But that's what I was getting. That's interesting. How about you, Sherry?
All right. The first thing I heard when I read this was download. You're getting downloads. And so it's just a matter of taking those few minutes, taking a little bit of time to kind of let yourself, taking that little bit of time to kind of let yourself unplug, get away, so that they can give you the information you need, and then just ask for clarification as to what they want you to do with it. It may be just information they want you to hold for right now. It may be information that they want you to share either now or at a later date. But you can be specific and ask them, show me, tell me exactly what you want me to do with this. And they're going to give you that information. But the biggest thing I got when I read this was, especially since it's green, and like Jean was saying, that's your heart chakra. It just, I heard download big time. So whatever is coming along, it's some kind of, it's a download that they're sending you, just to help you move along at a better clip, to kind of do what it is they need you to do. Okay, so let's see here. That was
And Sherry, you're going to have to show me how you do that poll. You'll have to show me that after the show.
Oh, yeah, that's easy.
Okay, that was really cool. I love it.
We already did Brigitte, didn't we?
No.
Yeah. No. Okay, she's next. Okay.
Yeah.
She's next. All right.
I know.
I'm sorry. In the midst of them bringing in this freezer from upstairs and the dog's going nuts, evidently the cat has disappeared now. Nobody knows where the cat went. So, and she just had surgery yesterday, so everybody's kind of tripping out. It's like, I don't know where she is.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm gonna mute and myself real quick so I can go look around the corner here and see.
Okay. Okay.
And while I'll let you go first, and then I'll pull some cards and see what they give me for Brigitte. Richlene, you are next, my dear.
Okay, so Brigitte said, "Hi, beauties. I eagerly have a question. What's wrong with me? I am tired since 1 year now. My blood says iron deficiency, vitamin D, and premenopause, but still I don't have energy to work. And I do feel as though this is a lot of stress and emotional, like the worry and the emotion. But you might want to try and find out. I don't know if you have a natural path, but your adrenals may be overworked, and they call it exhausted, but it's overworked, and it's important to find things that keep your adrenals in balance and not depleted. Obviously, not using caffeine or not overusing caffeine, but some of these things really have an adverse reaction. Sugar will deplete your energy faster than anything. High fructose corn syrup and stuff like that, high carbs, our body changes. I understand that you say premenopause. It has a lot to do with hormones, and make sure you take enough vitamin D. Sometimes the daily recommended is not enough for women, especially premenopausal women. So I see hormones, I see adrenals, which is your hormones actually. It's probably right in there. And sort of getting that balance. But also not being, we can't keep this pace. This pace is not normal. Don't try and get up at 5 a.m., work 12 hours, go to the gym, and come home, 7 days a week. That's just not, it's just not doable. Some people need a little bit of a slower pace and more of a rest and relaxation. And the last thing I'm going to say is, check your sleep. If you're waking up in the middle of the night, that's also hormones. That's your cortisol rising and you waking up in the middle of the night. It's important for you to get a deep REM sleep so that you feel refreshed in the morning. So all of these things are really good, avenues to take a look at. And that's what I have for you, Miss Brigitte. All the best to you.
All right, found the cat. So, yay. The first thing I got for you is self-critical. You're very hard on yourself. That's one of the things they want to bring out is back off. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to do it all in one day. Like Jean was saying, it's I am so guilty of this. It is not even funny of trying to burn the candle at both ends. And when I get really bad at it, that's when y'all see me suddenly get really sick and I'm like out of it for a month. I mean, my guides will put me down on my behind that quick whenever I'm pushing it too hard. And they start in on me with take a break, take a break, take a break. And if I don't do it, they will make me take a break by making me sick and I can't get up. So it also talks about digestive issues. So again, it like Jean was saying, stay away from that high fructose corn syrup, all the sweets. You're talking to a sweets junkie, so I know what that's like. Water, 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 water. There is nothing better. I probably drink 5 or 6 bottles of water a day. I mean, there are different reasons why I drink that much water, but a lot of it is because of the medications I take. I don't want to have kidney failure. And the other part of it is that when I drink a lot of water and I stay hydrated, then everything seems to flow a little more smoothly. So that's of vital importance, is to drink lots of water. And then the next card I got was slow down. It's just they're just putting it in your face. Slow down. Slow down. Take more time. Take that little bit of extra time. When I get up in the morning, because I got to get up at 5 a.m. every day myself for work. And I'm not a morning person. So that first 30 minutes of the morning, I get my cup of coffee. I go sit out on the patio. It's still dark outside. And I can just kind of sit and wake up and drink my coffee and just take that time. And if there's something that they want me to know or do, that's usually the time when they will tell me. And they will put that right into my brain so that I know, oh, okay, I need to look into this, or I need to start implementing that. And sometimes it's just a general message of you're pushing too hard, rest a little more, all the way to being very specific of something that they want me to do. So that little bit of time. Now, if you're not a morning person, then maybe you sit up late at night. Take 15, 20 minutes before you go to bed and just spend that alone time. It just, you gotta slow it down so that you can hear them and take your time so that you can be refreshed. And when you're pushing it too hard, especially pre-menopause, I'm post-menopause, so I know what that's like. You don't have the energy to do anything, and you feel like you're standing in a hot bath all the time, just constantly burning up. It used to look like somebody flipped a faucet on over my head. One minute I was normal, and I could feel it from like my gut. I could feel the heat literally rise up through my body. My face would turn bright red, and I would just be pouring sweat from the crown of my head. Within 5 minutes, it looked like I just stepped out of the shower. It was horrible. I hated it, but it's just one of those things we women go through. So take that little bit extra time, and especially with the menopause coming on, water, 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 water. That's all I can say is start hydrating. That will do wonders for you more than anything else. Let's see. We've got Richlene is next.
See you, Brigitte. Good luck.
Thank you, Neil.
Richlene.
Let's see.
A message from Grandma. What's Grandma's first name? What is Grandma's first name, Richlene?
That will help tremendously. Okay. Cindy Faust, you'll be next. Terry. No.
I know. No, it wasn't her.
That wasn't her. Yeah.
I know. I'll start. I'll try and get Richlene's grandma, but get what's her first name? Alma. Beautiful. Alma.
Okay. Alma. Oh, what a good name that is.
She's very sweet. She's very kind, and she's one that would spoil you, and go against what Mama says. Like if Mama says, no snacks after 8 p.m., your grandma would say, "Come here, honey, I have a little snack for you." Like she would treat you, and I feel like you may have been. Were you one of the older grandchildren, like one of her first grandchildren? Because she looked at you like you were her second coming. Like she had I feel like it's your mom's mom, first of all, if you can validate that. But she's saying she had the chance with her own children, and now with her grandchildren, she's going to get it right. And not that she didn't do it right, but she was too young. There was a lot of chaos going on and a lot of life happening. She didn't get a chance to really appreciate and enjoy those moments when her kids were babies and when her kids were coming up, and she just really just totally drank in all of your innocence, all of your learning, all of your and saying the colors. She's just shown me that she really loved, and she may have even watched you, or Mom would drop you off, or something like this, that she had the opportunity to just really enjoy your development and spoil you where she could, because she just didn't get this opportunity. And she was really over the moon and elated when she found out she was going to be a grandmother, and she was not going to miss out. She's a little on the quiet side, like a little mild mannered, but you wouldn't know it unless I do feel like, I don't know if it's secretive or she did things like she would create, maybe, if you were playing with dolls, or if you would go to the swimming pool or to the beach, and she wouldn't say, we're going to the beach, she would say, just grab your towel and come in the car, come on, we're going to go. And she'll like have this big surprise for you. She loves surprises. She was a little understated, but it was always like, you never know what grandmom's going to have, because it was always special. She made things special. Even if it wasn't very much, she would go out in the backyard and get sticks and stones and try and like make a pretend cooking thing. She would just be magical. She's telling me you two had beautiful magical connections. Does that make any sense for you, Richlene? I don't know. Did she say anything yet? Alma was very special. Yeah, let me know if that resonates with you. I know, right? Night moon glow. Mm-hmm.
This is what I drew for you that she put across, and it just says youth. And it says gone too soon. Just thinking of her makes you feel like you're a child again, because she made pumpkin pie. It's coming across that when she's around, you feel more childlike, because she gives you that feeling of grandmama is taking care of everything. I got you, baby. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll take care of it. It'll all be done. Don't worry. That's I keep hearing. Don't worry. We're going to take care of it. So, yeah, that's just her way of saying that that when she's around, you'll get more of a childlike feeling. You'll feel more like you did when you were a kid and she was sneaking you that treat or doing something special for you. And you'll just kind of get that kind of warm feeling. That's when you know she's right there with you. That's what she's giving me for that. And
Yep. How sweet, Richlene.
just for me. Yeah. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. We're at an hour and 2 minutes.
So maybe the next one is the last one. How about one more? Mm-hmm.
The next one would be the last one, and that would be Cindy. She had we had already told her she was next in line.
So Cindy, are you here? If you can just validate, if you could just confirm that you're here.
Yeah.
That would make it a little easier.
Let us know if you're here or not.
Well, yeah, on my channel, I don't read unless they're here. Yes, my mom passed away at 49, which was her mom. It was mom's mom. And the child, oh my gosh. Wow. Richlene, so beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing Alma with us. She's such a sweet lady. Really,
You hear?
She loved to make make things special. And I see her like making something out of nothing. I don't know if it was sticks and rocks, but maybe she had pots and pans or something, or she would like pretend she would have that magic. How beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't think Cindy's here.
Going once, going twice. All right, well then we're going to move on to the next. And this will be our last one for the day. And thank you for your donation. Actively looking for a job. Will I get one soon? Soon as in this month or this year, or expand on soon. What you mean by soon? Because the card that I had pulled is confused mind. So you've got to decide yourself where you're at with that.
Yep. Absolutely. That's so important, Sherry. It really is, because what you decide is what happens. Wow. I'm going to do that. Oof. This year, she wants to know. This year. Good.
Okay, so
Oh, and Cindy is here. Oh my gosh. Cindy, were you washing dishes and your hands were all soapy?
We're in the bathroom and couldn't get back to the kitchen. That's happened to me before. If you don't agree, I'm not talking to you right now.
Oh, that's so funny. That's funny, Cindy. Thank you for coming and saying that.
All right, Angele. Will Angele get a job before the end of 2025? I'm getting a circle, big circle. So that's telling me maybe. Will it be January 2026? Yep, just went to a yes. So
mine did the exact same thing.
Yeah.
When you were asking, mine was doing a circle, and then when you said January, it went to a yes. So I do feel as though you're going to be working somewhere and earning a little bit of part-time money, but your full-time real job is going to really get up and running in January. And there's going to be such a breath of fresh air for January is what I feel for you. And I think I've seen Angelag on Scott's channel. I think Scott, because I think her name would be Angie something Alag. So he calls her Angelag. So I don't know if that's how you say your name, but so she says, I don't know if I should or not continue to focus on my projects. Oh, I think that after the first of the year, you might want to look to, you mean projects instead of a job. Yeah. No, I'm seeing after the, I think Cindy is behind. Cindy, hit the live button because she thinks we're not seeing her. Cindy, hit the live button so that you can get caught up. And that's important for everybody to know. If you go and look somewhere else on your phone and then come back, make sure you catch up on the live if you've asked questions. Because she thinks we don't see her. Yeah.
And I don't have her question anymore.
Oh.
I'm looking for it.
I know, right? So, Angela, that's what I was seeing. Yeah. To focus on them for now. And, the new year will bring new life and like a new breath of fresh air. So you can also, look at the energy at that time. You may want to, do a little bit of both. But I do see you working right now, like in a part-time position. So, or just doing something that you earn money. I don't know what it is that you do, helping somebody out where you earn money. Yeah. I know. Jackie Jacaranda, I don't know how to tell them. When you see that little live and it has to be red. Yeah, she says, I've replied 3 times. It's because we're behind on the live. Whenever you click away from your phone and you come back or click away from your device, that live.
If your internet sputters for a second, you'll get kind of stuck in no man's land.
Mm-hmm.
So it's important to check the live button and make sure you're still live.
Mm-hmm.
And all you do is just touch it, especially on your phone.
So
update you.
Do you want to wait until Cindy says live and that she hit the live?
Yeah,
because she might be about 4 or 5 minutes behind.
That's what I was wondering here. And I know Jackie's been posting her. Everybody's been trying to.
I know. And it happens to me a lot. And I feel bad because I did choose the question for a reason. I was guided to it. And we do want to answer your question, but we can timestamp her. I don't know what that means. Oh, I don't know if I feel comfortable reading if she's not able to reply. That's the thing. We need feedback. I need to know, like.
I'd rather have her here.
Yeah.
Talking,
It's It's a nice gesture, Jackie, but it's not only that. Well, yeah, no, I know. In a pinch, that would probably work out, but I like to have them here. And I know that she is here, but she just needs to catch up with the live.
Yeah, she's just way back. I mean, that's happened to me before whenever.
Okay.
Here.
Now she's saying here. And
right.
If you could put the word in live, we'll know that you're live. I don't know. Poor Cindy.
What the question was, and I lost it in the process.
You did?
So, all right. Well, I know
it was after Brigitte.
But I don't remember how far back it was. Cindy, live. Okay, put your question real quick. Put your question.
Yeah.
I lost your question, so
yeah, it disappears.
Thank you for all your help, Jackie.
Yeah, thank you, Jackie.
Oh, message from her guide.
Okay. And I think this is good for everybody to know that, to hit that a couple of times if you're waiting for your question, especially
if you answer your phone or if your computer like glitches or something. Yeah, Jackie, exactly. When you get notifications on your phone, it'll pause it and then come back to it, and you're no longer live. You're several minutes behind, which if you're not asking a question, that's fine. But when you're trying to interact, it helps. Oh. Well, Cindy, I pulled for you deception, lies, and distrust. So there is somebody in your life right now that is in the process of deceiving you. It says poison at the bottom. So be careful what it is that you allow into your heart and into your mind. Don't just believe something because somebody tells you that. Make sure that everything is check your facts, I guess would be the best way to do it. Don't just take everything at the word. Check your facts, because somebody's not being very honest with you right now. And that's what I'm getting for you.
So, and Cindy, I think that exactly what just happened here today things have been going wonky for you, and things have almost been out of your control. And I don't know if you feel like you're trying to catch up or trying to get ahead or trying to reach or do or get done, and you're just not quite hitting the mark. And I feel like you're almost, you know how you run on a treadmill and you're trying to get to a certain location, but you're running in place instead, and you're not like gaining ground as you're making this effort. So make sure, try and plan and follow the plan. Maybe make lists and check in with yourself. Maybe have 2 or 3 things that you're going to do for you today, or that you're going to find out from your spirit guides today, or that you're going to want to accomplish deal breaker. Like, I'm going to get this done regardless, and let everything else fall as it may. But I see you trying to pile everything up on this pile, and you're like, I'm going to run with this big pile on my back. No, try 2 things, try 1 thing, 1, 2, 3 things that non-negotiable. You're going to get this done. You're going to come home and make dinner. You're going to work out. You're going to call, babysit, whatever it is that you want. You can't do everything all the time. And I feel as though this is why, not why, but it may be preventing you from getting that traction, because you feel like you're so spread so thin that you can't quite get anything done. And then it plays with your, I can't get anything done. Like, this is like your mindset. So if you say, regardless of what happens today, I'm going to come home and make dinner, and I'm going to have a nap. Whatever it is that you want to do, just have non-negotiables, that those are the goals for today. And that when you move forward, you'll actually gain, and then you'll be like, I got that done. I could probably add those two other things that I didn't get to go to the drugstore. I didn't get to go and get my tire filled, or we have so many responsibilities, so many things that are pulled on our own energy. It's important for you to sort of I don't know, I don't want to say the word discipline, but like focus and apply your intention, and then focus and apply your intention. And I think that you'll start to feel a little bit more organized, a little bit more in control of what you set your intentions, and then other things will start to come in a little easier. It's not you. It's the energy. It's the energy out there. And it's hard for a lot of us to try and achieve. It's not the most favorable energy to achieve. But all the best to you. And I'm so glad we got you to come in. And I'm so glad that we were, and that Sherry, thank you for being patient and answering her question.
I don't like jumping away, because I know there have been times when my hands were in the dishwater and I couldn't get to the phone quick enough, or I'm sitting on the throne in the bathroom and can't jump up and run to the computer keyboard. So, I try to give everybody a few minutes if they don't answer right away. And I know I have certainly missed out on having a question read, because I didn't realize that I was backed up on my live and I wasn't live anymore. I was 10 minutes earlier, so
Cindy said she's feeling out of control, trying to get things organized, mainly other people. Yeah. And as long as you get into that zone where you have your action and your accomplishment, that'll make you feel a little bit easier, a little bit better about, having the other people being out of control and you not worrying about them so much, because you have this organizational kind of energy in your sphere. And Shirley, the holistic health specialist, said she's sending both of us a virtual cup of green tea.
I know. I told her, thank you. I needed that after today.
That is so cute.
It's been a busy one. So,
thanks for sticking around. Yeah.
Thank y'all very, very much. Thank you, Jean, for staying a little over. We did 17 minutes over.
It was lots of fun, Sherry. Thank you for hosting.
You're welcome. Don't go nowhere when we click off. And y'all have a great Saturday. If we weren't able to get to you today, come back for the slumber party tonight, 10 p.m. Central, 11 p.m. Eastern. That's when we start. Ramon will be with me, Moon Scarab. So I know y'all enjoy when he's on. And he's a sweetie pie. So we will see you later. Everybody have a great weekend. And bye for now.